Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a new series I will be starting called Dragon Age Origins, and today I am joined by my sister London.
Hi!
And we will be doing the character creation together for our new character for the game. So everyone, please sit back, enjoy the video, and we will get straight into this.
Let's do it.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Well, London, I certainly hope you enjoyed the introduction video to the game, the intro. So we will get straight into the character creation. Alright, male and female, those are the first 2 options. Men and women in Ferelden are generally regarded as equals. Both genders are evenly represented in most organizations, noble houses, and military forces. So I think earlier, London, we decided that we'd be doing, at least for the first game, a male character. Yep, okay. So the first option, humans. The most numerous, yet the most divided of all the races. Only 4 times have they ever united under a single cause. the last being centuries ago. Religion and enchantry play a large part in human society. It distinguishes them culturally from elves and dwarves more than anything else. Humans can be warriors, rogues, or mages. What do you think about that, London?
Sounds really cool.
Alright, but you're thinking maybe of a different race for this playthrough?
Yeah, I don't think this is the one.
The next option we have are the elves. Once enslaved by humans, most elves have all but lost their culture, scrounging and impoverished, living in the slums of human cities. Only the nomadic Dalish tribes still cling to their traditions, living by the bow and the rule of their old gods. As they roam the ancient forests, welcome nowhere else, elves can be warriors, rogues, or mages as well. What are you thinking about the elves yourself?
It sounds very nice, but I'm gonna go with my gut, and I still don't think that this is good enough.
Okay, well, after the humans and the elves, there's only one other option, really. Well, London, last but not least, we do have the dwarves here. Rigidly bound by caste and tradition, the dwarves have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from the Darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resistance to all forms of magic, thus preventing them from becoming mages themselves. So overall, with the dwarves, you only have really two options, warriors and rogues, although from talking to you earlier, I do know that those are kind of the options you were wanting. So we'll pick the dwarves. Do you want to be a warrior or a rogue yourself?
I think it would be really funny if we were a rogue, so let's go with
Is that because normally dwarves are warriors and you think that a sneaky dwarf would be very interesting and
Yeah.
funny? Well, we can do that then. And finally, we'll pick the background. So overall, me and my sister have discussed it previously, and we've decided to go with the dwarf commoner. Born casteless in a land where rank is everything, bound as the lackey and thug of a local crime lord, you have spent your life invisible. Until chance thrusts you into the spotlight, where you can finally prove whether you'll be defined by your actions or your birth. Alright, well I find the dwarf commoner, the description for it really interesting. A bit more than the, what was the other option again, London? The dwarven noble, I believe it was, right? Or royalty, whatever it was called. So I think we'll go with dwarf commoner, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Greetings.
So now we get to pick the voice of our character. We
I have lost the
Wise,
spell. How do you do?
We have cocky. We
Greetings.
also have experienced. This one is smart,
Greetings.
suave,
John
and violent.
Vachu.
So out of these
Greetings.
different options, London, which one do you think would be best?
Well, if you think about our character, I feel like, I don't know why, cocky would be really funny.
I think that does make sense because our character is comes from like a poor family, but he's a rogue and he works for like a gang. So technically he would be a bit cocky. Like he'd think
Yeah.
more of himself than he really would technically be. So yeah, we'll pick that.
How do you do?
of all, we've created the character, we've picked the skills, we've picked our talents, our appearance, voice, everything. You all happy with that, London?
Yep, sounds
Yep.
pretty good to me.
And now we need to pick the difficulty. So we've got like easy, normal, hard. For a first time for the story, do you think we should just kind of do easy, or do you think it'd be good to have a little bit of a challenge with normal?
I feel like we should go normal.
Okay, so we'll do normal, and thank you everyone for being patient and joining us for the character creation. And thank you for London for joining us in the creation of the character.
Thank you.
We will hope her to be well and hope she enjoys the series as the new episodes come out for this. She will be joining us bit by bit once in a while just to add input or maybe some important choices for the character. But anyway, thank you all for watching the introduction to this new series, and we will see you guys later.
Bye. P.S. If this series gets to 30 likes, then we will hide a secret in one of our videos. And if you manage to find that secret, make sure to comment below the time that you saw the secret, and the first one to comment will get a pin. Bye!
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities. Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. Can we not do this in front of my brother?
Why not? He knows the slope of the land, don't you, boy?
Didn't I tell you not to talk that way to my sister?
You told me a lot of things, not one of which meant more than a fart in the middens. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold-capped teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's gotta do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
I don't like to see him treating you that way.
I'll treat her however I like, as long as you both eat off my plate. You keep your head down and say aye to any job I decide is low enough for scum like you. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brats. Then you both go free, and I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life.
And her son will call you uncle and come visit on name days?
That's what everyone likes, a casteless with a big mouth. But I didn't come for the joy of your company. I've been looking at my investments, and this one hasn't borne much gold. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
See? She's found someone. I told you we'd deliver.
It's nothing definite, but he said he wanted to see me again.
Excuse me if I don't start knitting booties. Until I do, you're the one who's going to keep paying her debts with your service to the Carta.
you have some more errands for me to run.
A few. Do a good job, and you might work your way up to footpad one of these days. Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now, and I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Barat expects too much from you.
You know how desperate the nobles are for more children? They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate, and we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward.
Did you say there was a noble who was interested?
Yes. That is, I hope. He certainly seems charming. He treats me like a real lady, not just someone to tumble and forget.
Well, who is he?
I don't want to say, in case I'm wrong. It just seems too mad to think of one of the most important men in Orzammar with someone like me. Anyway, time is rusting and I need to get dressed. These fashions will be the death of me. 100 buttons on each sleeve. And Lesky's probably already outside waiting for you.
It's not fair that Barat gets to push us around.
Money gives him power. He's got family on the surface, which means he can smuggle up lyrium and smithcrafts, and bring down silks, wines, and furs. And he played it smart. When he started expanding, he made sure it was only the casteless he shook down for protection, so the guardsmen didn't care.
And now he has everything a dwarf could want.
I hope there's more you want in life than to be some copper-plated crime lord. You've still got the chance to get out of here. Dream big. Be a paragon. Don't stop at becoming another Barat.
Someone like me could never actually be a paragon.
It wouldn't be the first time. Garelon the Blood Risen was born casteless, you know, before he went to the surface. And he came back and won the throne. Many paragons have humble origins. All that matters is that the Assembly recognizes their achievements. And once they get that vote, they found their own house, and are as noble as if the ancestors themselves had made it so.
Imagine founding our own house.
So what are you standing around here for? Go do something great.
Maybe I will at that.
Maybe you will. But until then, we can only serve as Barat demands. And he won't like it if either of us is late.
You're right. Goodbye.
Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
Who's that? Why are you bothering me? Rika?
No, Mother. It's Fishca, your son.
Don't you talk to me like I'm an idiot. You think I don't know my own kid? What are you doing here anyway? Rika said you were finally making something useful of yourself.
You have to stop this, Mother. You're killing yourself.
You tell me. Just what do I got that's worth living for?
What about me? What about Rika?
I know you both hate me. I know what I done to you, but it was for your own good. The world's a cruel place. You had to learn that. You think you'd be where you are now if I'd let you hide from a few slaps? Everything you are, I made you.
I've got work to do. Try to dry out by the time I get home.
Oh, I shouldn't keep doing this to you. I know I shouldn't. It's just so hard. Hey! me! Where's she going? Why is she leaving? Don't leave me!
Never mind, Mother. Why don't you just lie down? That's good.
About sodding time. I was starting to think I'd have to bust in and get an eyeful of that spicy sister of yours. Growl.
Haven't I told you never to talk about my sister that way?
But no hot-blooded dwarf can help himself. Those perfect lips, just made to be screaming my name. You must have had a few naughty thoughts yourself, huh? What do you say?
Shut up about Rika, or you won't have a tongue left.
You know I'm kidding. It's strictly hands-off with me and Rika. But as much as I'd love to keep chatting, we better get down to business.
Aw, I was hoping our mission was me making fun of you.
No such luck. Boss says we're out for a search and discipline. One of his smugglers is holding out on him. Name's Oskias, some servicer. Barat got word that he's been selling shipments topside that never make it to Barat's ears down here. He wants us to find the rotter and see what goods he's holding back.
Is that all?
Well, if he is skimming, we kill him, of course. I mean, Barat doesn't let anyone swindle him and live. Bringing his head on a plate is completely optional, though.
Any idea where this Oskias is?
All he told me is find him. Duster's got some family from the merchant caste. He's probably staying near their quarters.
Let's show this Duster what Barat does to cheaters.
Poetry to my ears, Selraka.
Bear Silver.
Stand back!
My
I don't
boy
wanna
needs
catch
medicine.
diseases.
The docs say he won't wake with.
What are you doing here,
Have you heard? King's got a team who found traces of Bronca in the deep woods.
Oh? Found her body today.
The ancestors were smiling on my beds today. Another round from the house.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Oskias. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
Did you think Barat wouldn't find out you're cheating him?
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Save your excuses. Lesk, search his bags.
My pleasure.
Wait, I do have some lyrium. It's just ore. I made a side deal with one of the mining families. If it worked out, I was gonna bring Barat his cut, I swear. I'd be crazy not to.
Suicidal, one might say.
No one messes with the boss.
Could everyone who isn't about to die please turn around for a moment? This may be unpleasant. Thank you.
You can't do this! Help! Call the guardsmen! This is murder!
You two let me know if you need anything. I'll be in the back.
It's just a bunch of rocks. You're gonna kill me for that?
Sorry, Salwaka. A job's a job.
No!
Okay, so got some 2 things of lyrium ore and 10, I guess, bronze coins. I don't know what you call them actually. I guess bronze bits or something. That's what I'll call them. I'll call them bits. Alright, guess we gotta get this stuff to the boss.
We have to get this stuff back to Barat before he starts wondering what we've been doing.
This place is going to the nugs. The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more sympathetic to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later. It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Oskias?
We found Oskias. He had a side deal going for lyrium.
Some people are slow learners. You should have known. You don't lie to me. I can smell it. Did I make that clear? I thought I made that clear. Now, did you find out what I asked you for or not?
He was carrying these 2 nuggets. Not the edible kind, though.
That's all? I guess the Duster was smart enough to keep his main stash topside. And Ascaius himself?
Last I saw, he was coloring the tile on the tapster's floor.
Excellent. I'll send someone out to handle the cleanup. Not you, though. I have another job in mind for you.
Anything you want, boss?
The Warrior Cast is hosting a proving today. All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing.
You're taking bets on the fighters.
There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns. Evaird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that 8-to-1 pay off. Understand?
I do.
The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Evaird, see who he's fighting and when. When the name Minar comes up, I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight.
Alright, we'll go right now.
You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see Evaird's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
Go back to your dirt piles.
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds.
But I have a pass right here.
Looks legitimate. Go on through then. But stay to the trenches. Grey Wardens don't need some eyesore getting between them and the fighters.
Stone's embrace.
Stone met, and blessings on your house. That was the proper greeting for an outsider last time I visited Orzammar. Has it changed? Or is there a reason you're looking at me so strangely?
Well, I don't exactly have a house.
My apologies. The intricacies of Dwarven society are still foreign to me. I meant no offense. My name is Duncan. I'd say of the Grey Wardens, but I suspect you already know that. Pleased to meet you.
Is it true you're here looking for recruits?
The Wardens are always looking for those who have the courage to spend their lives in battle against the Darkspawn. It's rare we find those with both the skill and the will. The best Wardens are ruthless to their enemies, compassionate to their friends, and inspiring to their troops. It's a lot to look for, but I hope to find it here, and I hope you also may find what you are looking for.
Sweetheart,
Sod it. He's stone drunk. He could draw a dead man for his bout and still lose. Barat's gonna kill us if we slip up on this. He's still mad about the time I accidentally told that barkeep Barat had demanded free ale delivered to my door. Hey, I just had an idea.
I could put on his armor. You know, fight in his name.
That's much better than my idea. I was gonna say we should go up in the stands and start a rock slide, but you're brilliant. You'll be a Verd. You'll go out in his armor, keep down the visor, and fight in his name. He wins, Barat wins, everybody wins. Except all the warrior caste braggarts you leave kissing dust. I sodding love the way you think, my friend. I was afraid Barat was going to kill us.
I'll put on the armor now. You find Maynard and drug him.
Got it. It'll help if you can distract him, though. Just, talk to him so I can sneak past him without him noticing. Let's do it quickly. We don't have much time.
Ready to concede already, Averd?
Ready to accept your concession?
Ha! You've been through a single raid and you think you know everything about Darkspawn. You think they're not so tough. Their skulls split when they taste steel. But it's the taint you have to watch. That's what'll get you.
Then how is it you're still standing?
You're trying to rattle me, but after what I've faced, both you and this proving are small scale.
Bout 3 is next. Officer Minar versus the Warrior Averd. Fighters, make final preparations, then report to the ring.
I'll see you in the ring.
I got him. No more time. Make sure you have everything and go tell the Proving Guard you're ready to fight. And don't forget to keep your helmet down.
Stone met, Averd. I believe it is time for your... May fortune favor your fight, Averd. Are you ready? As you say.
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar. For our honored guests, the Grey Warden, the warrior Averd, son of Galton, will fight Officer Minar, survivor of the battle at Tar Ellerin.
Don't choose the honor of the heart. Oh, sod it. Let's just fight.
Exactly what I was thinking.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight! The winner is Averd! A truly memorable fight. The young cadet vanquishes the wily veteran. Healer, see to his injuries. The warrior Averd, son of Galton, will fight last year's Journeyman Division champion, Adalbo, proven in glory before the stone.
You honor me with this fight. May we both win glory in the eyes of our lords.
The honor is mine.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight! The ancestors have withdrawn their blessings and embrace a new champion on their field. The warrior Averd, son of Galton, will fight Lenka, silent sister in training. She has made her vows, but not completed her blooding. Will she be accepted into the legendary order? That will depend on her performance today.
you honor me with this fight. May we both achieve glory.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight! The winner is Yvette! Linka went to the stone without a sound, as befits her vows. But it wasn't hard to see the blood that was spilled. Yvette will advance to the final bout to determine the true champion of the ring against... What? I'm out already? Hey! That's my armor! Who are you? How dare you disrupt this sacred...
Wait, I know that man. That's Yvette. Then what imposter did I fight?
Remove your helmet, warrior, and let all who watch you see your face.
I am of no caste or clan, but I have defeated you all.
You insult the very nature of this proving. Guards, take this filth away.
Hold your man, I pray you. This warrior has defeated the best you have to offer. Is that not what this proving is for?
We are honored by your presence, Warden, but this proving is not solely for you. There are laws which have governed this arena for 1,000 years. This man is no warrior. He is casteless, rejected by the ancestors. His very footsteps pollute the stone. He has no place here.
Except as your champion.